Malaysia's workplace are currently dealing with a serious increase in stress and unfair treatment, especially for young and new employees. In the medical field, a shocking 80% of junior doctors has been bullied and 17% have been thought about suicide because of it. This often happens because senior staff want to show they are in charge or want to hustle juniors they think are too smart or showy. Outside of hospital, things aren't much better. Overall workers' happiness has dropped to 62%, while problems like burnout and toxic environment has jumped to 40%. Experts warn that when young workers are too afraid to speak up about being mistreated, it hurts their mental health and risks the future of the entire country's economy.
Age is the fundamental social category that organizes societies and often generates inequality. For example, Sitsamo et al. 2008 studied young adults aged 19 to 29, this showing how even the definition of youth is contested. In employment law, UJM experts argue younger workers need lower expenses because they supposedly have fewer expenses. Yet, as Sumario 22 explains, many are part of the sandwich generation, supporting families or even children. Thus, this assumption is misleading.
In the workplace, seniority often limits decision-making and also adds psychological pressure. A study by Rhea in 2023 highlights that stereotypes of Generation Z as spoiled or overly dependent on technology, while a study by Pernomo notes that Generation Z values flexible work and mental health, but these traits often misread as lack of ambitions. Personal experience confirms that young employees are undervalued simply due to age. This reinforces perception of incompetence and undermines confidence. Thus, the concept of age explains how discrimination against young employees emerges through stereotype, which assumptions and seniority structure perpetuate inequality. For our second concept, we will be discussing discrimination in the context of intercultural communication. Discrimination refers to the unfair or unequal treatment of individuals based on characteristics such as age. In the workplace, this often results in biased decisions that disadvantage certain groups. In the context of employment, discrimination often deprives people of their supposed rights. It causes people being denied of jobs, confined to certain occupations offered with lower pay, and also refused in promotion and increment. Studies from International Journal of Research and Innovation in Social Studies shows that employers, especially younger workers, often experience exclusion or lack of trust due to their age. They provided real-life experiences that resonate with the concept earlier. This issue is also supported by research. A study on young Malaysian doctors found that workplace bullying or discrimination affects about 13% of them, where they are being treated unfairly, being humiliated, or being shouted at by senior staff. This proves that younger employees are more vulnerable due to power differences and negative perceptions.
In conclusion, discrimination against young employees is not just a mere policy issue, but it's a real problem that happens in someone's working life. As discussed, young employees often labeled as inexperienced, excluded from decision making, and doesn't given any fair opportunities for promotion and training simply because of their age. To address this issue, stronger legal protection is crucial. While Malaysia does not yet have specific anti-age discrimination laws, existing laws can help. For example, Article 8 of the Federal Constitution guarantees equality before the law, while the Employment Act 1955, especially after its amendments, promotes fair treatment and protects employees from unfair practices. In addition, Section 20 of the Industrial Relations Act 1967 allows employees to challenge unfair dismissal, including dismissal based on discriminatory reasons. Overall, by strengthening laws, enforcing legal policies, or even valuing employees based on merit rather than age, Malaysia can create a more inclusive workplace environment, which is one that protects young employees and even secure a better workforce for the future.